2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand, because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. And he's down there.
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Wow, what a shot. Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Oh, what a gorgeous-looking shot that is, Rich.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here.
Well, you can't make them all. Go tap it in. Currently 2 under for the day. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, A simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Great looking shot this. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Opting for the 6 iron. This one's going right at the pin here. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Well, this one's right at the pin. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play. Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. But what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Looking like they're going to play the fade here. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
And there it goes from the sand. And with that, they move into first place. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Oh, well, you got a chance to improve on the next one. This is their 5th shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Ooh. Oh, right at it from out of the bunker. This one's for bogey. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Yeah, that one will play. Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th. Just a short putt remaining here. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. 7 feet to the cup. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard.
What are you doing?
The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This is their look at birdie.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. What a shot. Almost went in the bucket. He sits in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke. Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good. Yeah, that was all they could do. Just had to gouge it out and then try and get up and down.
The hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this putt for the tournament.
Their short game today.
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, we're in Florida this week as the players take on the Emery Beach Club. What an opening hole.
This will certainly get your attention, Luke. I think you're going to hear lots of healthy shouts of 4 right off this opening tee shot with water all the way down the left-hand side of this hole. You find the fairway, decent chance of finding the green, but still, you're going to see a lot of players hedging their bets and just bailing out to the right-hand side, hoping to get it up and down for a par. What a strong opening hole this is.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. This one's for birdie. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week, because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
Oh, that's a bonus.
That chip in for Eagle works 8 days a week in my book.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, they'll be looking to use that momentum they generated on the last with an eagle. Oh, that was pure. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Yeah, nice looking.
Certain birdie from there.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
He's putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 6th.
What?
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Atta boy, good shot. And this putt to move into
Y2K23.
If it's up, it could be in. Wonderful shot. And that will take him to 8 under. He's currently tied for first. And coming off the eagle, feeling quite proud of themselves. A big chance here at the next.
What do you mean Y2K23?
Second shot here on
I'm
the
a broke
7th.
bitch and I ain't gonna buy 2K25 or whatever the hell it is.
My fault, didn't mean to talk during your backswing.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. 9 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here. This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. He finds himself in a share of the lead. Time to play one of the one-shotters. Going with the 5-iron here. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. And that will drop in for birdie.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Leading by a shot after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie.
What's crazy is I got to box on very hard and it's still shit.
Playing from around 210 yards here. He leads the field by a stroke. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Okay, steady now. Putting for birdie here. Oh, what a stroke. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I got to say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
A wonderful shot and a chance of birdie here on the 10th.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Like the look of this one. And that's 8 birdies today. Still in the lead now after that hole. Here we are in front of a par 3. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last.
Go as high as possible.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well struck. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt.
This is on a great line.
Well played. Now 2 shots up after that one. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Well, that's beautifully judged. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one will run uphill.
Well played. What an eagle. And now that finds him in first place. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
An eagle on the last hole for this player. Let's see if they can't build on the momentum they've created. Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but for also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
All the way down. See you.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, what a super shot.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. That tee shot looks pretty good. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
This one is all over it.
That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Leading by 6 strokes after that one.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, my. A birdie putt awaits. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. I love seeing stuff like that.
Exactly what I've done. Nobody wants to see somebody laying up on a par 4 that's drivable. Pull out the big stick.
Oh, just missed. 13 feet to the hole.
Looking good.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. What a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
Going with the 5-iron here. That's going to find the water, sadly. Time now for the 4th shot. Going with the hybrid. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Well, there you have it. What a wonderful victory, Rich.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beem. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, on behalf of... K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron player as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning a decent rate of knots. A 7-footer right here.
This for a birdie run.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Playing from around 240 yards. 3 shots off the lead. Opting for the 5-wood. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Oh, absolutely flushed. A chance to move to 5 under par.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Super shot that, and that will take him to 5 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Rich. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
goes down for an eagle.
Check this out. Holding it out from the fairway. That away. Great shot.
Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Going and going.
Hand pink waving, howdy stranger.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
He's looking at nice round number 180 here.
Going with the 7. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Yep, tracking well.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. Leading by a couple after that hole. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. That is one of the best shots you will see.
Absolutely. In there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from about 105 yards.
Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Getting ready to play their 3rd. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. And he needs this to save par. Nice line. And there it is. He's currently sitting in 1st place. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. 8 feet to the cup.
These are on rails, looking good.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Putting for par. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
And from the bunker here. Oh, almost went in. And they'll tap this in for birdie. Par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more lay back. Be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity. This one is chewing fiber.
Oh my, right by the hole. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Wow, that was just striped. This shot from around 210 yards. He's got a two-stroke buffer. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. And here we are with the third shot.
Yes, we need that.
Oh, that's great. It
He's
just missed the hole. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Y2K23. My fault, didn't mean to talk during your backswing. Hand pink waving, howdy stranger.
What a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Leading by 5 shots after that. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Where did that come from? That's not his style. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Underhit it, damn it.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
From around 170 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Club up. I like this play.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
That gets the job done. Now 5 shots up after that hole. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his 2nd shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke. I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. Currently 1 under for the round. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
It's just about 3 feet away.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Currently at 3 under for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 4th.
Damn it.
Been a bit of a struggle on the greens. Hopefully he can change it here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That is hunting for the hole. Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Well, this one's right at the pin.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, we'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards to the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right. Sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour, because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Second shot here at the 10th. Tell you what, they've got their rhythm going there. That's another green in reg. And this putt to move into a tie for first place.
Really?
Well, the old
That
hammer
much?
hands putt. It was on a good line. Bogey putt coming up here. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. That's inside the range. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
And that will drop in for a birdie. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this plank, some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Yes, they've made it. He's currently sitting in third. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
And this putt to move into a tie for second.
Yes, 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail-biter.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Oh, well hold for eagle. And stepping up the standings after that effort. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorn.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Well, that'll just about do it. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish ball.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least.
OK, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, how about that one?
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot, and you want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
This one's going right at the pin here.
For against the wind to stick that one.
So far, so good.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Ricky Fowler is currently on top of the leaderboard here. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
That will work, and that will take him to 7 under. He's in a share of 5th position. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
That got caught up in a few of the branches. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin. All right, we're going with an extra club here. Yeah, that was great wind management there.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, This is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left are going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And now to the standings. They sit in second place behind Ricky Fowler. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
And now we have this player currently tied for first with Ricky Fowler. Tee shot is looking good here. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Great looking shot this. 4 feet to the cup.
Little birdie looking here.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
An opportunity for a birdie here. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. Oh, that was mashed. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Second shot here on the 12th. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead, Luke, but can they maintain it? Let's find out.
Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry. Yep, tracking nicely.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich, 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut. Wow, did this come out beautifully?
This is an opportunity now to move to 17 under par. Oh, so close. This is a par putt. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place. And a chance to ice the tournament here, holding the lead, playing the last.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards. What a drive that was. Going for less club here.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance, what a win. I mean, just, this player was just amazing all week long.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
This player absolutely dominated all week long.
When you gonna come survive and build in Arc, bro?
You don't see this happen very often.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke.
That sheet got me 4K views on a stream because I played solo when servers were down. Have gotten over 100 subs in 3 months. Let's go. Y2K23. When you gonna come survive and build an arc, bro? That sheep got me 4K views on a stream because I played solo when servers were down. Have gotten over 100 subs in 3 months. Let's go.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke, so great to be here with you and Rich. Looking forward to following this group down on the course today because this player has developed a rivalry with none other than Tiger Woods. They certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
Oh, I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beem doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Nice recovery there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Tiger Woods, you got shit.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
This one heading towards the green. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
This putt It's about 8 feet. Looks good off the blade. And down it goes.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly. But still, going in with a short iron into this par 4, a birdie is definitely makeable.
Damn it, I keep hitting his light.
Great shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Surely it's going to.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
This one's dialed in. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 8 under. And that makes him tied for 1st.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here. But TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at a PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Wonderfully played. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120. Feeling strong, going for less club. This player showing zero signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Nice out the rough here.
Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Rich, this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
420 hole.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by two of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
That was special. Good look at a birdie here. That's pretty tidy. Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. Now 4 shots up after that hole. 13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short, and those bunkers.
Unbelievable.
Oh, happy days ahead. A hole in one. Can you believe it?
He sits in first position. We have a par 5 on this one.
What can you say about an ace, Luke? It doesn't get any better than that. This player, however, really needs to focus in and bear down because they are still on cloud 9 after making that one.
Rich going for this green in 2. Plenty of sand there to mess with your golf ball.
It requires accuracy. There's no doubt about that. There are bunkers both right and left that can certainly gobble up your golf ball if you get a little bit offline. Anything missing a little bit long and left, however, though, that is a good spot to miss it.
Better than most.
Oh, that's a ripper. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
From about 130 yards here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That is absolutely brilliant.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the center bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Oh, well played into birdie range here at the 16th. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
Nearly finding the dance floor there, Luke, off the tee. Great stuff.
Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck.
Pretty good shot there.
Second shot here at the 18th. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. Well, that was a Texas-sized performance by our champion. They have now added the Valero Texas Open to their list of wins.
After this victory, Luke, I'm pretty sure this player's going to have a little bigger hitch in his giddy-up.
That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.